The Prime Minister was meeting leaders in Salzburg and hoping to make progress with a Brexit deal, due to be agreed in October, but issues have led to a deadlock. Donald Tusk, President of the European Council, said her Chequers deal will not work and risked undermining the single market. The value of the pound plummeted 1% after her defeat, the biggest one-day drop in 11 months amid fears of a no deal. Now Mrs. May will have to face her cabinet on Monday for crunch point talks and calls for a Plan B or a Canada-style free trade deal. Getty mockery. Theresa May slammed the EU's suggestions at the Salzburg meeting. Getty. Related articles that would make a mockery of the referendum we had 2 years ago. Theresa May. Monday is the crunch point. That's when every cabinet minister will have to look again and reassess like Boris and David Davis did, a source told The Telegraph. Led Brexiteers Boris Johnson and David Davis both resigned from cabinet in July, with the former slamming her Chequers plan as a semi-Brexit. The source added, "Everybody will want something that can be delivered. We have to have a Plan B now. Plan A is out of the window." Mrs. May is unlikely to resign and was still talking tough in a speech after the disastrous summit. DS gone. Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson resigned after the Chequers meeting in July. DS, she said, "I have always said that these negotiations would be tough, and they were always bound to be toughest in the final straight." The PM added that the EU is only offering 2 options for its economic relationship with the UK after we leave. The first option is the UK staying in the European Economic Area and a customs union with the EU, she said. In plain English, this would mean we'd still have to abide by all the EU rules, uncontrolled immigration from the EU would continue, and we couldn't do the trade deals we want with other countries. Related articles. Getty. Head-to-head. EU leader Donald Tusk said Theresa May's Chequers plan would not work. Getty. That would make a mockery of the referendum we had 2 years ago, she said. The second option would leave Northern Ireland in the customs union and parts of the single market, with a border down the Irish Sea. Mrs. May said, "Parliament has already, unanimously, rejected this idea." Mr. Tusk added, "The UK stance presented just before and during the Salzburg meeting was surprisingly tough and in fact uncompromising." Related articles.